right, let's do a quick audio and visual check. How's everybody doing tonight? We're dumping. What's up? You can hear, sound, everything looks good. Yeah. How's everybody trading? That's the bigger question. How's it going, Masked? Trump and dump. The bull, not so bullish. I short. Every trade today for me was short. Not trading. That's how. Amazing. Taking payouts and moving. 34,000 on sim. Well, you're trading up this volatility. FOMO is killing you. I mean, that's what these markets will do to everyone, right? Well, let's dive into it. If you guys missed it, the bot put the risk disclosure. There it is again. Welcome to Slow Markets, everybody. I'm Coach Dakota. As always, it's for educational purposes only. You see the Topstep Discord in the YouTube chat. Let's get going. I'll do the regular rapid fire. These markets are moving. It's been a while since we had an actual slow market. It feels like it's been months since we had a slow market. It's just been fast, volatile, crazy, insane, and any verb and any word you could throw out there. This is a crazy market. But let's zoom out, shall we? Let's go ahead. I'm going to start with a weekly. Let's look at this from a weekly perspective. I mean, where is this market going? Where has this market been? Where's this market going? We're at 16,890. Let's zoom into a daily chart. And I mean, that's as ugly as it gets, right? Here on the daily, this is a daily chart. Not much to look over to the left. There's not really much. We're in this consolidation. We were 2023 at the top of it. We got that nice rally, that bounce. And we're right back down there. If we start breaking, I mean, we've seen it happen today. We've seen what exactly happened today. It's just insanity. Like, that's the only thing I could think of when trading these markets where we have a, 11% rally, almost 1,900 points from bottom to top, followed by basically just going the opposite, right? As of tonight, 1,500 point sell off, 8%. And the crazy thing is, it seems like we went from, talking about the limit down, to talking about the limit up, talking about the limit down, and it's just been a roller coaster of emotions. And even trading micros has been, I mean, it's just like trading minis. It feels like we're trading minis when we're using micros. Today it was the same thing. Today in the New York session, if you caught it, I was shorting up in this area, this zone. I was shorting up here. I got stop ran. If you guys were watching, I hit my stop. I was down $2,000, and I got into another short, and I made that back up on this sell off, and then I ended up making 3,000 from the day. So I went from down 2,000 to positive 3,000 on this move. It was nice. It was one of those roller coaster days, feeling like the market, we're down and up, and then finishing, thank goodness, on a positive note. And look where we're at tonight. We're selling off over the past couple hours since we opened tonight's price action. Traders are saying, Trump is talking now, so we're seeing that volatility into this market. We're already down 2.25%. We're down 2.25% just tonight. You can see where we opened up tonight's price action. We sold off already almost 400 points tonight already. And the question is that I know everyone's talking about, are we going to continue to go test these lows? I don't see why not. I mean, it would make sense to me to come down and test these lows in 16,500s. We're on its way. Then the next question is, do we break these lows? Do we get to sell off? And do we make a run at 16,000 evens? That's a possibility. It's just, how do we trade this? Here's one that's, it's not really something that anyone's talking about, but is there a possibility that we put in a higher low and we get a bounce off of this? That could be a possibility. I mean, Trump's talking, anything could pop up and say, yeah, we came to a negotiation or a deal on tariffs, and next thing we know, we're ripping up higher. We're rallying 4 or 5%, and then we go straight back up. It's that type of market. Seems like anybody's looking for some type of positive to buy in this market. So that's the question. Do we come down and we make some type of higher low? Do we test these lows? Do we break down, right? I mean, if we're talking which way this market going, we're either going up or down, or if we don't go down, we're going to go up. If we don't go up, we're going to go down. Not sure. I don't want to be long this market. If I am long, I don't want to hold a position for very long. I mean, I could understand taking some scalps to the long side. We've sold. This is a question. This is one heck of a move, everybody. Now, do we get a pullback, right? Are we going to see a pullback before we see a continuation down? If we see a continuation down, I don't know. I would love to see a pullback. Whether it's how big of a pullback, I don't know. You've seen Sunday night. Sunday night, we got a pullback before, trying to make a run and test. And what do you classify a pullback as? I mean, it's anybody's idea what the heck a pullback would be. And look at this. Look at the volatility. This volatility is not decreasing. It's continuing to increase on this higher time frame. Like, look at this 4-hour chart. We are now continuing to push volatility higher and higher. This average true range on the 4-hour chart continues to go up. It's just climbing every 4 hours, 400 points, 450 points now. Let's see what it looked like on the daily chart. Daily chart, yeah, we're up there, 700 points a day. That doesn't even account for those intraday swings, right? The intraday swings we're seeing. Was this the pullback? Now we're looking at the 5-minute chart here in the NASDAQ. Was this the pullback that we seen in Power Hour? We seen a 360 points in 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Was that the pullback? Is that like the relief rally that happened in 20 minutes and now it's just, continue to sell off? Maybe. What is a pullback in this type of market? And I mean, based off of what we're seeing this sell off, I mean, you could just measure the moves, right? This last move from top to bottom. And then we can measure this is just so volatile. It's difficult, right? If we're looking for a pullback to short, it's like, can we get a pullback to short tonight? Is there going to be headlines at any moment? I mean, we could take a look at what we were getting when we, initially sold off, right? We were getting some decent pullbacks. We were getting decent pullbacks. I mean, this was after the announcement too, and this is really just very rough estimates on what these pullbacks look like. And if we were just to measure them, it's 300 points, 300 points. These ones look like a bit more, 400 points. So about 300 to 400 points for these pullbacks while we were selling off. So we've already seen basically one. Could we see another pullback before we get continuation down? When will we get a pullback? I would be okay with a pullback. Maybe we already got one tonight already too, right? Oh my gosh. Yeah, this market, that's not much of a pull. 120 points. This is very basic technicals, right? Support tonight when we opened up, we opened up way up here. Actually, we opened up way up here, and we tested the support. We broke through it. What do we say? Support becomes resistance. Resistance becomes support. We tested it, and now we're getting that continuation down. And where can we see this market? Where can I see this market going? I mean, let's look at some levels. I could see. maybe this becoming support and resistance, this level right here. I mean, we could look at all the possibility. So the mid 700s, 16,750s, the mid 16,700s. And these zones are huge. These are big zones as well. Usually it's like 10, 20, 30 points. This is, a 50-point zone. So maybe we get continuation down to 16,750. So we have 100 points to go. Next level, if we break through that, then maybe we just see this market come down to 16,500 tonight before Aaron hops on for the London Open, or D during the Euro session tonight or overnight. It depends on where you're at, right? For me, it's like 1 a.m., 3 a.m. And if you're overseas, it's morning or afternoon, depending on where you're at around this world. Yeah, we're already down. We're down quite a bit tonight. It's never been so easy to go short. Go short. Thank me later. It was easier to short. And that's what I was doing throughout the day. It was easier to short all throughout the New York session. Down here, it's harder to short because we've sold off, and I mean it's easier to short a rally than it is to short when we're already down. I mean, look, this market's getting a bounce since you typed that into the chat. So yeah, looking for opportunities, following your process so much. You calling bottoms? I mean, so far you did. Fade the chat. Good long. Sell the rip is better. Yeah, I would rather sell these rallies than to short all the way down here. It doesn't mean that we can't keep going and selling off, but looking at risk reward, working for process, where's your stop going to be? If you short here, where's your stop? Is it going to be 922? Above that wick, or are you going to have your stop all the way up here? I mean, for me, myself, and the way that I view this, I would either need my stop at 920, which it's already ran through, and if not, it would need to be at 17,000 evens, maybe a little bit higher. Definitely have to be with micros, right? And I guess that's... I mean, since you made that comment, we have been rallying. Location, right? You know what? That brings me up to this. I'm gonna pull this up because I think this is a good comment. Short the support levels. Short resistant levels, right? This support and resistance level. That was a beautiful easy short if you could take that trade. This is, I want to bring this one up because this one was very important. This is something I wanted to talk about a little bit during slow markets class. This is funny. There's a little bit of comedy, right? I posted this on social media, and I wanted just to bring it up. This is a great example of what I see so often, right? Now, I'm going to make these reference. This is not taking any individual, right? But so often, this is what happens to us as traders. We get so used to following someone else's strategy, watching someone else trade, and what you hear me do that risk disclosure all the time in the YouTube chat. And I don't mind when traders come in here and say, hey, fade you, follow you. And maybe and hopefully you're joking, right? But that's the whole idea, is following your own process. I've went through drawdowns. I go through drawdowns all the time. It's part of trading. And it's focusing on your process, What are we doing? What are you doing as an individual? Don't be looking for new strategies. Don't be following someone else. Do not be dependent, or do not be, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Do not depend on someone else for your own trading, because what happens if they go away, right? You're following someone, following their trades, fading their trades, and then you're depending on them, and maybe it's working out. And then what happens when they disappear, or what happens when you go to try and, fend for yourself? You're going to be, lost. It's not just, markets are just don't go in my favor all the time. The worm's just not jumping in my mouth. It's about being dependent, following your own process, regardless of what anybody else says. You have to just shut off, block social media, block whatever TV that you have on, and just follow your own process, not caring what anyone else says. You enter a trade, you know that half of the people in the markets are going to be buyers, half of the people in the markets are going to be, sellers, and that's why we have a tilt, right? That's the tilt. We look at this tilt, and I ask everybody, should we go long or short here? Well, it's usually close to 50-50 most of the time, right? Plus or minus on either direction, tilting in either direction, but that's part of it. Who's right? Who's wrong? Nobody really knows at the end of the day. Everyone should be following their own process. Gold isn't doing anything, bouncing around 3,000 and below. Let's see if we could have this market sell off. Look at this DOM. Look how ugly it is. 1s and 2s, 3 or 4 point spread at times. It's still a very messy market, especially during slow markets. Let's take a look at these others. Let's take a look at crude oil. What is crude oil doing? Why not? We're selling off. We are selling off. That's for sure. Selling off. Let's look at the hourly chart. Crude's taking a hit, man. Crude's taking a hit a lot worse than the equities. What does that mean? Hopefully cheaper gas coming to a place near you soon. Is this good or bad? I don't know. I in my personal opinion, is good. It's just another input towards inflation that's going down. And everyone likes lower gas prices, right? So I enjoy seeing crude oil go down. Is there a trade here? No, I don't see a trade. You close your eyes and sell it if you're brave enough, and if you believe this market will keep going. We're already pushing the lows. We're continuing to push the lows. I would rather be patient like the equities. Let's wait for some type of a pullback. Maybe the market could rally. This is extreme because that's $1, right? Maybe the market could rally for some reason up to 59 and then look for an opportunity to get in short. Maybe we have to zoom into a smaller time frame. And yeah, there's been a few opportunities for selling this pullback, right? So a few opportunities to sell this pullback. Even tonight, that looks like this happened just tonight. Looking for opportunities to get in with this very, very momentous trend. That's for sure. Let's take a look at, what are we looking at? The Nikkei. Is the Nikkei just selling off as well? Yeah. Yeah, it's not as crazy. Oh, this is the 5 minute. Yeah. This one was violent too. That was violent. Everything's 6%. Not as dramatic as the NASDAQ, but still, we're further away from these lows here in this Japanese market than we are in the NASDAQ. I'm not seeing a trade. Now, maybe there's an argument here to say that this was support, right? This was resistance. Can this find support here and maybe find some buyers? It's scary. I mean, it gives a clear risk, right? It gives a clear risk having a stop loss below that level. But I mean, it's scary going against this type of market. Let's take a look at gold. Everyone in here is a gold trader. Where's Hoop? Shouting out to Hoop. Gold's freaking selling off too, huh? Gold's continuing to take a hit. It took a hit today. Everything's just selling off. What is there to buy? Is there anything to buy? Well, what is there to buy? Anybody? Well, NASDAQ. Oh, I know. What is there to buy? Is heating oil, lean hogs, Pokemon cards? We can buy some Pokemon cards. Is there a bull trend anywhere? Let's take a look at Bitcoin. The VIX. You could buy the VIX, yeah. Grass, bourbon, puts. Crude down. Could be retaliation to Trump going with coal energy. Oh, wow. I haven't noticed Bitcoin. How's oh, that makes me curious. How's MicroStrategies? Is that the name of the company that just keeps buying Bitcoin and putting like millions and millions of dollars into Bitcoin? He's continuing. He said he's going to be buying the top forever. So he's still positive, but until when, right? It's now just strategy. Mike, that's always, I've never been a fan of putting all your eggs in one basket, buying. What if this market continues? I don't know where his entry point is. Someone says 68. Well, we're getting there. What's going to happen at 68,000? Is there a liquidation? I'm not sure. Bitcoin in support, scale down. We are nearing 68. Silver, he averages at 60s. Can we trade XFAs? Yeah, you can trade XFAs. He will hold the bag. Why does Bitcoin go down if he keeps buying billions? He's been buying since less than 10. He's also been buying since above 100,000, right? 70K-ish is his average. He's been averaging up. He's reverse DCAing. Short gold. Crude is dumping. Is it still dumping? Yeah, we're at 56.98. He doesn't have billions anymore because its market cap is trillions. Yeah, crude still continue to push lower. Nasdaq consolidating here, kind of going sideways at these 880s. Bitcoin going under 68, no support there because support was already played out. Buy the pound, buy currencies. We could trade currencies here at Topstep. Yeah, the yen. This is the dollar yen, right? Dollar yen. That's going up. Switching to currencies if you want to buy something. With micros, I can keep selling the rip. What rip? What rip? Everything's just going down tonight. All right, let's get to some questions now that we've taken care of. I mean, there's not really much to talk about, right? These markets are just going down. What else? What other analysis do you guys need? Markets go down. Trump talks tariffs. Markets go down. That's the story of this market. That's my technical analysis. Markets going down. Did anyone else lose settings? So much winning. So much winning for shorts. What other analysis? Yeah, I mean, so now we can have some conversation. Look at the Swiss franc. What's the symbol for that? Is it 6S? It's up. It's straight up. London Bridge is falling down. So we also have to be aware. Do you know what tomorrow is? Tomorrow is Wednesday. I will be on with David Green, and we have FOMC minutes. FOMC minutes tomorrow. So the question I think is coming up, right, is now two main. We're looking and seeing how these other countries are retaliating. We're always talking tariffs, but interest rate cuts, is that going to happen sooner than later? We all see what's going on in these markets. We see what's going on with everything around this world, right? Markets are selling off. Pressure's being put on the Fed to cut interest rates. And then the Fed tool, it's now switching that, the higher the probability now of Fed to cut interest rates. So this is going to be interesting, as we continue to have more speakers and more speakers and more speakers, so many speakers this week. We have the Fed minutes. How much are the Fed minutes going to mean? Right? I don't know. Little to nothing. Maybe we see some volatility. I don't know. But we have this. Jobless claims and CPI. We starting to get inflation data and tons of speakers, more speakers, and inflation. And then, it's going to be interesting to see what comes. I don't think this market is going to slow down in volatility. I think we're just in the middle of it. Maybe we're just starting this volatility. Falling down, no need for a rate cut. It's now about 50-50 now. And you see the president pushing for rate cuts. It's going to be interesting. With it, here's the thing. With tariffs, you're going to start seeing companies here in the United States probably start laying people off. Usually in times of uncertainty, and when we start to see this in the market, unemployment increases, we can start talking economics, and then you can start seeing companies lay off people. And so I am in the belief that the worst is yet to come. I truly believe that it must get uglier before it gets better. It must be worse. It's probably going to get worse, right? We never know. But I truly do believe that it could get worse before it gets better. Everyone says, you hear the saying, it's usually the darkest before it's bright. You have to lay me off. Yeah. Good thing trading's my primary income. I don't have to worry about getting laid off. Another 20% drop. If it cuts rates, does it mean it's an emergency? I don't know. I don't think it would be called an emergency because they've been expected to cut 6 last year and they've just been putting it on hold. You get to fire yourself when you're trading? Mm-hmm. JP and Trump, they don't like each other. I'm a perma bull with NQ, but Ray Charles can see this thing coming. Anybody could. Yeah, this market is just as ugly as it gets right now. Look at the monthly. The Fed has other tools. Fed's data dependent. The Fed is data dependent. This market, I don't even want to trade this, to be honest. Don't even want to trade this. JP is indifferent. We could scalp it. Should we do some scalping tonight in the MNQ? With this volatility? Yes. Yes. The answer is yes. Because in this volatility, there's opportunity. Yes. Okay, micros. Doing micros. And let's take a look at this. 100, just a little casual 100-point scalp. Statistics for this combine that I've only been trading for slow markets. I thought I passed it. We're only halfway there. Keep going. Trades have been good. Scalps, frequency. Obviously, when you're scalping and using micros, scaling in, scaling out, you're going to have more. Only 5 trades last night. Let's see. Today's Wednesday. Let's see if we could find some from scalps here tonight. Yeah. Not too bad, honestly. Not too bad of statistics for this account. There's not enough data for me to make any. This is still not enough data. It's just not enough. Let's see if there's any opportunities here in this market. 100-tick chart on the right-hand side. This is micros. 5-minute chart over here on the left. Let me see what the 1-minute chart looks like with this volatility. Yeah, not much different. I'm going to stick to the 5-minute chart. Short NQ first. Quick one. That's been the play. That's been the play for a while now. The just short it. Close your eyes and short it. Any rally we short. I'm going to be honest. It's looking pretty bullish. It's looking pretty bullish. If we could break through this 920s, can we see a run up to the next level? Can we see a run up to 945s? All right. We're buying this market. We're buying this market. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm going against. No. 53% of the traders here think that's a good idea. 53% of you, everybody thinks that's a good idea. Am I counter trend trading? Buy that market? No, we're buying this market. Not that market, this market. We're buying this market, not that market. No, don't do it. Don't do it, says the YouTube chat. Slow scalps. Slow scalps. That gets back to what the definition of what is a scalp. What is a scalp? Risking 56. Let's see if we get a push back up into those mid to upper 900s. Join the dark side. I've been shorting all day in my live account. Keep your micros all night. It's going to be up 7%. I don't know. I don't know about being up 7%. Anything can happen. Anything could happen. Here's a nice thing about micros. Do you see the P&L? You see the P&L? It's so small in micros. I will 1,000% recommend micros. Micros for the win. Micros for the win. I'm going to add a couple here. You buy it, that's it, no strategy. If China may be up, the likelihood of that is very small. A scalp, seconds to minutes, aiming for 5 to 15 points. Yeah, still, the definition of a scalp is still debatable, everyone. Definition of a scalp is debatable. It is up for debate. I'm adding here. Let's see if we could get this break through those 20s. You know, if we all just come in and just pump it up, if we pump it up, watching the tilt, well, it depends, Claude. What bar? Are you talking about a 30-minute bar? You say a scalp, it is simply by Al Brooks. Do I add contracts? Yeah. Yep, I'm going to be adding if we could get this break through those 20s. Yeah, no confirmation until we break, say, 28, 27. Looking for this to break and test up to these mid 900s, which is weird for slow markets. Like I said, slow markets, we're getting some crazy volatility. And my finger's on the close button. My finger's on the close button. Will I let this hit my stop loss? Probably not. I'll probably close it out if we start to sell off below 900, like we're doing right now. And then I don't mind re-entering. Risk $100. I would already be out. This has been a steady slow market so far. I mean, it's volatile, right? Okay, I'm out. $95 in the negative. Yeah, this is not, I mean, it's still so volatile. Look where we opened up. 17,220s, 17,220s, And we sold all the way off down here. Let's see if we could, let's see what this market's going to do now. See, we failed the breakout. That was a failed breakout. We didn't even test these upper 20s. I don't mind getting back in though. I told you, don't do it. You made fun of chat. Okay, I'm going to get back in. We're going to get back in. See if we can now make that run up to those upper 920s. I'm going to add if we could get this momentum up there. Keep trying. It'll work eventually. Same trade setup. Same trade setup. Okay, break through these 20s. Can we get it? There's that. Okay, let's trail this stop. Don't want to get stopped out. It's the same trade setup. There's nothing wrong with closing a trade out early. It's cheaper to get back in than to hope it turns around. Okay, let's see if we need to see momentum now. I need to see momentum. Kind of like we did the other night, right? It's not we're in this together, chat. It's us. If this is a loss, it's our loss. If this is a win, it's my win. Right? It's a team loss. Yeah, we're taking this loss together. But then if it's a win, I'm taking credit. Isn't that how it's supposed to work? We're in this together. I made my loss. Come on now. We should do that one day. We should do team trading. We should do slow markets versus the London session versus fast markets versus power hour. That would be fun. We could set up the teams. Slow markets, London session, maybe London open. Yeah, we got to do teams somehow. And then fast markets and power hour. Maybe lunchbox trading could be its own. That would be really fun. This could be that failed breakout. $19K tomorrow. Sign me up for the New York session open. Copyright it. I know. Yeah, you're right, Kyle. That would be the thing to copyright. Fast markets versus slow markets. London session, Asian session. Okay, I'm gonna bail out of that. But I'll jump back in if we start seeing momentum again. I don't like that we failed this so far. That was scratch. Long. Not even ChatGPT knows what is a scalp. ChatGPT does not know what a scalp is. What a shame. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're just not seeing any momentum. Top of my head. What do you mean top of my head? Let's get this momentum now, finally. Come on, buyers. Step in and do something. ATR is helping me in this market. Great. Yes. ATR can be very useful in very volatile markets. Dakota put that loss on me. This market's not wanting to get nothing. Nothing. It's picking up though. You see the volatility is picking up. See how quicker it's going when we either fail the breakout or not. Say something, Trump. No, no, no. We need fake news. Again. This stop loss might be too tight, though, now that I'm looking at it. 13 points in this type of a market. A 13-point stop loss. Is that too tight in this market? That could be. It could be way too tight in this market. Dakota, do the rope-a-dope trade. Well, that's kind of what we're doing here. Lucky Cat, yeah. 13 points is... You need a 50-point stop loss and then add to it. I don't really want to risk too much because this is a breakout trade. If we don't break out, I want to get out. We break out or get out. We could always get back in. We break out or get out. Let's add to it. Let's add to it. We're in 6 micros. Let's get 7. 8. 9. 10. Can we get this breakout now? Hey, we're doing counting in slow markets. We can count. Get some follow through into these 40s. Breakout or get out. Come on. Okay, come on. We need something here. Poke it with a stick. Why? Why what? It's been going up. Just keep bailing early. This is a slow markets account. We're using to scalp slow markets in this volatility. I trade it only during slow markets. See this? That's what you need to watch. Whenever you see somebody, just double check. This is the longest scalp I've seen longer. Come on, market. There's a scalp. Oh, wow, wow. Okay, okay. Let's get out a couple of them. Where did the market go? It's up here. Fake news. And closed out at 2. Closed out at 2 into these 70s. Is that faster for you? Is that fast enough? Is that a fast scalp now? We're just waiting for that breakout. Yeah, let's see if we can get any continuation back up into those 70s. Come on, market. Let's go. That's definitely news. That's something. That has to be something. Okay, we'll get out a couple more right there at the 70s. Come on, get that. We're going to tighten that stop loss up. Tighten that stop loss up. Let's get going. The scalp. Is this not how you scalp? Man, what am I trading during the New York sessions? The slow markets is where it's at. The slow markets is where it is at. Getting out of a few more. Leaving 3 on for a runner. Let's just put that right there. Let's take a look at the news. Anybody? I'm not seeing anything on here. Nothing's on there. When did... Chat probably knows. That happened right at 15 minutes after. Looks that way. You prefer slow markets? You prefer slow market. These are not slow. These are fast. These are fast markets. Yeah. And just like that, there's a scalp. Who's buying these markets? Well, I did, and it worked. It'd be left. It will not cover that chart. You can find it in the chat and data. You're probably right. You can adjust chart plot alignment. I'm just reading through this. It will not cover the chart. Okay. I think I got what you said. All right. I don't mind this stopping me out. Risking 1/2 a point on this. 1/2 a point. We all predicted that. Short squeeze. Sure you did, Kyle. You came in and said sell it. Or was that someone else? I don't know anymore. Someone came in as soon as I started class. They're just like, easy as sell down here. Or am I calling the bottom? I don't know. We might sell off now. We might sell off. We ran liquidity. Now can we sell off? We already took the profits. We're up $500, Matt. Like that's 570. 570. That was it. You added up there. You added to the shorts. You must be trading micros. This is crazy markets. We'll take the 1/2 a point loss on the rest of this position. Call it good. That will change my average loss size, right? This will skew the numbers. We'll do a 1/4 point. 1/4 point for the number skews. Boom. There we go. $570. Take a look at these statistics. There we go. Profit factor when average risk reward. That's not too bad. Not too shabby. Yeah, that looks like it was a beautiful run of liquidity, a dramatic run of liquidity, and now it's selling off. Ooh, yes. Good scalp. Just super fast. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the where are we at? Show chart executions. Let's see where the it's so messy. Look at that. Long close, long close lows, whatever. And we were selling that. This is a reversal challenge. That would have been a good reversal challenge setup. Now that looks like we might run lower. Did anybody find if that was news? To urge to review tariffs. That country, that's a country. Akazawa. China sets one midpoint. Weakest level since China sees. This one? Is that what popped off on the news? Whatever it was. Okay, I gotta get approval on something. Just a run to volume node. Oh, I got some pictures for everybody. Slow markets. We got some pictures. Someone just sent me some pictures. I'll share them. Sharing's caring. Leaked? Yeah, we're doing Topstep leaked. Topstep leaked pictures in the 8 o'clock at night. Let's get Slow Markets t-shirt. Ugly upside down hammer. Yeah, that is. That to me is, this is pretty dang bearish now that we broke out and failed. So that looks pretty bearish to me. Yeah, Dakota will get you the Dakota's email for that. No, hey, whoa, no. I'm getting these pictures set up, Danielle. Oh, Danielle. Let's see if I could get these pictures. Give me a second. I got to make sure I'm sharing the right stuff. If there cannot be any mistakes when I'm sharing pictures. Let's just make sure that. So, give us Dakota's debit card number. I don't have a debit card. I do everything on credit. Don't show the private ones, Dakota. I don't know which ones now. I'm confused. That's why I need to make sure there's no mistakes. I want to make sure. Let's see. Okay. All right. Dakota pays in gold coins. I use gold coins. Let's see if I could do this. Okay, there's one, because I don't want to share anything. Making sure I'm sharing the right pictures. Okay, here's one of them. Is that Dobie? Is that really Dobie? Let's look. He's a drummer, right? Dobie time. How do we zoom this in? Dobie on the drums. Okay. What? Yeah. It's definitely Dobie. Yeah, he has a tank top on. The tank top on. All right, let's see if I get another one. Okay, here's the next one. There's Hoag. There's Hoag and Dobie. Repping the top step. Beyond death. Dobie looks deezed. You can barely see that one. You can barely see that one. This other one you can see a little bit better. Let's. Yeah, this one. That one's looking a little bit better. And then there's one more. There's one more. Let's. Dobie's pretty fit. Dobie looks like it's like 12% body fat. Okay, I'm making sure I'm sharing. I have to double check these pictures. Okay, and there's the crew. That's okay. It was light. It was still light. The crew. Yeah, Dobie has a hoodie on there. Gold to the moon. So much volatility. Is Dobie aesthetic? I don't know. Dobie's ripped. He works hard. Yeah, I mean that's you could tell. There's you have to appreciate when a person works hard. You could tell. You could visibly tell. That's easy. 12% body fat. This market's been selling off. Yeah, as soon as we got that rejection up here, we're starting to sell off. Let's look at this other one. Someone said gold to the moon. Gold is consolidating. Gold's consolidating. I mean, we haven't moved. We haven't broken out. We're just sitting here around just under that 3,000 level here in gold. Crude oil's starting to sell out. Yeah, crude's continuing to sell. 56.78. NASDAQ. We'll see if there's any more scalps tonight. Any more scalps tonight? Up $4,800 in this account. I haven't seen a lot of fat drummers. They have to move the most. It's probably a lot. It's probably a workout to drum. Dakota, how long did it take you to build your account? I guess you were scaling, starting so small and then getting to where you are. Yeah, scaling. Scaling is very important when it comes to trading. Following a process. Aaron Trade rocks. I've been watching the last 2 nights and it's been awesome. Just got my 5K payout. Hit your bank. Congratulations. Man, I love that. Just hit your bank. $5,000. And look at this market sailing off back down here to these lows. Oh, this is... We got to switch to micros. Making sure we're on the right instrument. Selling off. We had that big reversal. We scalped the only long that was possible. And breaking down. If we could break through these 837s, maybe we just consolidate. Because now we're kind of doing the same thing back down here. The buyer's stepping in. Like, that's a 39 points. Like, this is crazy still. Look, 39, 47, almost 50 points. 50 points in a minute. Wow. 50 points in a minute. Love micros. Love micros. When do you trade your live accounts? When the markets are more consistent and better for me. I traded this morning, right? I traded the New York session fast markets and did pretty well. Tonight, there's so much uncertainty, the DOM, everything. It's not worth trying to trade in this market environment in a live account with this type of market moves, unless it's micros. If I see a good setup, I will switch to my live account. So if I see a setup, say, this is a very beautiful setup, I'm going to switch it to my live account and trade a couple micros. But you see what's happening. These types of moves, like from top to bottom right there, 130 points in 5, 10, 15 minutes. It's crazy. Are we going to sell back off again? Are we going to sell up? We were up 50 points. Or well, let's see. What was that? That was, 57 points up. 57 points right back down. Why not? Support here on the Bitcoin. You're funny. When there's a market to trade, answer trivia question about your trading journey from chat. Can you show us your favorite type of setup? You kind of seen one. You've seen me scalp one. I would definitely say something like this. We have an area of support. We break down support. We pull back. We test the support. Support becomes resistance. And then I look for an opportunity to get into the continuation of that. So just that's my favorite setup. A break and then a retest. We didn't get one here. We broke, and then we tried to retest, but there was just nothing. We just sold through that like butter. Wait, aren't China tariffs dropping at midnight? Isn't that a free short? That usually by the time things happen, the market's already made the move. That could be why we're down 2% tonight. Maybe there's a little bit of hope that there'll be negotiations prior, but yeah, maybe there's an opportunity that as soon as the tariffs hit, we continue to sell off. This market's been selling off all day, basically. Possible reversal on Bitcoin. I don't know about Bitcoin. I do not know about Bitcoin. It's just, wow, Bitcoin's selling off more. It's going down. We're breaking the lows here in Bitcoin. Oh, wow. Okay. MicroStrategies stock price. Let's see what MicroStrategy stock price is. Down 11% today. Down 20% 5 days. A month today, it's still in the positive. So MicroStrategies has a ways to go. Year to date, last year at this time it was at 150. Yeah, MicroStrategies definitely there's room to the downside for the strategies with micros. And look at Bitcoin. I don't want to be in a who wants to. Yeah, it's Owning Bitcoin. Hopefully you have a 10-year time horizon. Good evening, ladies and gents. It's now strategy. It's now strategy. It's going to become micro. No strategy. Just micro. Micro strategies. Cross out the strategies. It's just micro. We're trading micro Bitcoin. This is the 1 hour on the NASDAQ. Let's switch back to the MNQ. Still scalping micros. Micro NASDAQ, it's called. Micro strategy goes to mini strategy. Tariffs go into effect midnight Eastern time. Micro Bitcoin strategy. You missed the boat on gold. I missed the boat on gold. It's going. It's going. Bitcoin to the moon. Shout out to that trader who's ever long gold. You are sitting very, very beautiful in this setup. It's looking really well for the gold buyers. And yeah, shout out to you. Yeah, we broke through. We were consolidating here for, it looks like, the majority of today, and we picked a direction. So big shout out to the traders who are long gold. 325 stall area. Gold's up 0.6%. I'm focusing on this micro NASDAQ. Wow, pumping. Right back up. Another. Man, these markets, so volatile. Let's go back. Let's take a look at the 5-minute. We rejected those 850s again, and so far we're up, 75 points from that low. It was 1 hour too early to the gold party. Did you get stopped out? Email. That depends so much. Depends on the market and what you're trading. Copper at weekly MicroStrategy lost over $1 billion in the first quarter. Is that true, April? I mean, it makes sense. I don't know what their market cap is or how big that is to them, right? But $1 billion for a single company is a lot. But at least they own Bitcoin. I own an NFT that is like, at the time it was worth something, but now my NFT sits there in my Coinbase wallet that I paid $500 for. It's a nice picture. NASDAQ's pumping. Look at this. It's true. Talk about a rally. Almost 0.6%. Yeah, sick JPEG, bro. The $500 JPEG. Is Bitcoin going to be just like a $100,000 token? $100,000 token? It's VWAP again. Do you short this? Do we short this up here for a scalp? Shorts got smacked. This is like watching the UFC. Yeah, it is. This is just a bloodbath in both directions. Buy signs showing. Well, yeah, we've rallied 111 points in 10 minutes. Buy signs are definitely showing. Euro is breaking out. Euros are breaking out. The euro dollar. Someone's trading the euro dollar. Hey, coach, what do you think of the 100-tick charts with your setups? I love the 100-tick charts. Go long, Dakota. After we've rallied so far. NQ is my favorite meme stock. Mine too. This is my favorite meme stock. We're trading this meme stock of a NASDAQ futures. 10% swings, 5% intraday swings. Bitcoin reversed right at the major support level, so clean. Nice. and right back down. Let's sell off 100 points. They said crypto was risky. It depends on where you bought it, right? If you bought crypto at $100,000, that could be considered. Everything's risky. Everything is risky. It's all about where you get in and where you get out. 3-bar reversal. Are buyers scared? Everyone's scared, I think. I think buyers are scared. Sellers are scared. These 100-point moves moves like nothing. It's no liquidity. Like I said, it doesn't take much for this market to sell off and rally up 100 points because, yeah, you're terrified. Terrified. It's a meme coin platform. That's what you've seen this past couple weeks. We're trading the NASDAQ. Tom says, I'm halfway through The Best Loser Wins. Love this book. Good. 100-point gain met. That's why gold is strong. It's the fear, trade, uncertainty. Look at this market going up into those 60s. Let's see if I can find a scalp here. I would not be opposed to getting into a short. $1 each time you use terrified. Puns get the like button to me. Gold. This type of trading is not terrific. Yeah, look at this market go now. Well, it's mooning. This instrument that we're trading is now mooning. My short isn't looking so hot. It's not right now. Not right now. Tilt's 53% long. MNQ looks like it wants to break. I mean, look how far we've came. This is 120 points already. Stay long. It's going to be a big range. Yeah, could be just one big range. I'll look for a short if we get to these. Do we make a run to 17,000? 17,000 is a big round number. Can we see that come into play? If we get above the 200, we're gone. I had 3.6 Bitcoin stolen from Binance. It's risky, all right. Head fake. New high incoming. New high. New high is up here at 17,244. If we get a pullback, I'm buying this. Maybe we get a pullback down to who knows. Price will tell us. Maybe we don't get a pullback. Maybe this just keeps going up. Come on, chat. Do it. And time goes by so fast. Time goes by so fast when we're having fun. Bulls taking no prisoners until that high comes out. If I short this and I take a loss, that's on you, chat. Go long 1 micro, no stop loss. So yes, short, short, short. Let's see. Tilt's 55% long now. Let's see if we break out. If we break through these 985s, 17,000's on its way. 17,000's that is looking very attractive. Yeah, we lost 2. I won 1. We're 1 for 3 tonight. You guys have lost 2 tonight. I've won 1. Heads I win, tails you lose. We were 17K earlier. Yes. Yep. Let's go ahead. If we get a better pullback, I am going to be buying this. I just like your company. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I fell for that before. Gosh dang it, market. Come on. There it goes. There it goes. Okay, scalp. Ready? Scalp. 17,000. I see this as a scalp. I could play this as a scalp to 17,000. Let's see if we could do this. I could play this scalp game. 17,000. Holding from long 902. All right. We're going to add there. Add some more. We're going to add some more. We're going to put the take profit at 17,000. We're scalping this. This is just an emergency stop loss. Okay, here we go. Let's see if this is going to be a scalp. We're up $560. Scalps don't add. Risky, the previous high was the target. I don't know. I think scalps, you could add to scalps. See, watch. Add. Add. We're going to add some more. This is still small size. If this starts to break down, we're getting out. If this starts to break down, we're getting out. I have my finger on the close button. No. Nope, I'll wait. If it sets up again, I'll jump back in. That's my line. Take the $8. We should test VWAP to the downside. That scalp did not work. Scalp's saying you must be all in. The scalp is all... No scaling in on the scalp. Gold is on the run. Okay, let's see. I'm going to jump over to gold and we'll jump back. Yeah, gold is mooning. Okay, let's see. I'm watching a scalp to 17,000, but it needs to be a true scalp. This needs to be a true scalp. Sheesh. Hey, you lost another one. We're still up. We're up 184, okay? Go 15 mini scalp on the one tick? No, I don't think I could do that. This is... Yeah, no, I could not do that. Okay, here we go again. Not scaling in this time. I like scaling in so much better, though. Oh, we need to take profit. Do we need to take profit or do we just close out? Do we just oh, let's get out of there. Okay. There's the scalp. Anybody seen that happen? That worked. That worked. Okay. That was good. That was one. Just quick. We can try another one. If we could break through this 7-11 for another quick scalp. It top ticked me on that. It top ticked right at 712. I think scaling out, though, scaling out for the profit and then maybe trailing it is probably a better decision. Correct? Test this 17,000 as support, or are we going to break through it? I'll close it out fast, though. I'll close it out fast. Do a limit order. That was a buy stop order. Taking too long to break. Don't scalp, hold. China is rallying in other markets, open market hours. This is a scalp, everybody. We're not scaling in. It's full position. Micros still. These are still micros. Okay, it's starting to speed up a little bit. Let's get pushed through those 011s. 011s. Can we see it? Can we get through it and find momentum into those 15s, 20s? Let's try and get out of 3 right there. Didn't give it to me. Let's get follow through. Follow through into the 20s. There's the scalp. Let's get out of that. There's another one. We'll trail it. We'll now trail this. We'll switch it. Get out. Close out of a couple more. We're just gonna trail this. It's going. It's going. Got another one. We're doing this. Who said that they come to slow markets to learn how to gamble? You're gonna learn how to trade. We're trailing this one up. We're trailing it up. 50 points. 50 points. 50 points. 60 points. This is going. 70 points. 80 points. 90 points. 100 points. What in the world is this? What in the world? 90 points. 110 points. 120. Let's get out of that one. Whoa. Whoa. You talk about scalping. You talk about scalping. What is going on? It's going. It's just going. Oh my gosh. We got that one. That one was in the bag. That's why I like trailing, right? Not all in, not all out. You just take some profits and then just trail that baby. Wow, $1,500 in micros. Scalping. That is how you trade. Why was this not in my live account? Why was this not in my live account, everybody? What am I doing? Well, guys, girls, everyone. Let's just end it there. Let's end it there, chat. I'm off. I'll catch everybody tomorrow. I'm going to be on with Mr. David Green. Remember, size down, enjoy, and that is where I'm going to leave it. Bye.